Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. It's me, Phil. Justin the Owl is here.
Woohoo!
And tonight, playing the part of Kristen, it is another professor, Mr. Will Allred. And playing the part of the sex-crazed Lilith Hellfire. You know what? That tracks. It is Ray.
How's it going, everyone? I was about to say, Will is made up of pure cosmic energy. So.
Yes,
that's right.
Absolutely.
Where's my? There's my Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's a big Green Lantern. All right, so yes, we got the Sausage Fest going tonight because we got another unofficial Wondercast because
That's true.
Recording a little bit ahead. I'm gonna probably drop this very close, probably within a day or two when the Disney Plus series comes out. So figured this would be a nice little primer for people who may not be familiar with Wonder Man.
Is that 27th or 29th of January?
I think it's the 27th, I think.
7th? Okay, yeah. Good. Looks good. There's trailers. It looks a bit different, which is great for Marvel, MCU TV. A little bit quirky, but it's good to see you get the glimpses of the Simon Williams we know, right, with the red eyes and the super strength. So yeah, can't wait to. I am very curious to know how they're gonna. I don't want to say shoehorn, but how they're going to interpret the origin, the comic book origin with the TV. It's going to be really wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about because it's probably not going to be tied to any Avengers. It's probably not going to be tied at least directly to the Avengers. So it's probably not going to be like Zemo gives him his powers or anything. So I just wonder how this is going to come about. Or
I mean,
and that's. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ray.
No, sorry. We'll go on.
Because that really kind of gave Simon an extra dimension because he did sacrifice himself and he had that fear of death for so long that I don't know how I don't know if that's going to just be something that's stripped away. And it's because it kind of was removed, and I'm sure we'll get into this, during the Korvac saga, right? He finally faced up to it, and but it was such a defining part of his character when he came back. That whole fear of death thing, and I'd like to see some, Hank McCoy and Simon Williams team up would be pretty awesome.
Man, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Maybe on the other side of Doomsday and Secret Wars, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be fantastic.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do something weird where like he gets kind of killed, but they can resuscitate him, but when he comes back, he gets his powers somehow. If they're going to
Maybe
do it that way,
I have a theory too, because they might also lean into the fact that he was an inventor beforehand, before he went into acting. And it could be that he invented some ionic whatever, and there was a malfunction with it. And, the classic, I got my powers from an accident type of situation.
Yeah.
And that way they could bypass all of the death and resurrection stuff. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they're not giving too much away, are they? I mean, they're really focusing in on the Hollywood acting component of Simon Williams and the TV. So I mean, absolutely, Justin, I reckon. I mean, there could be a whole backstory that we don't know. It's going to be fleshed out. But I mean, the real focus is on Ben Kingsley being back,
Yes.
and acting and all, which is really fun. I think it's really good. I wonder if they will just run with that one aspect of Simon Williams and just that will be the whole basis of Wonder Man, Or I mean, but as you say, Justin, I think there's room for them to like. It's like, what was he doing before acting? Oh, actually, he was this. And, like,
he had his own company, and
yeah.
Well, I think I can speak kind of for all of us that our favorite interpretation is the Wonder Man series, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
I agree. Yeah.
And the whole Hollywood satire type stuff was, really integral to that series. So they may just be pulling that out and just using that bit, But I guess we have 9 days left to find out, right?
You're right.
Yeah. I think it would be a shame. Sorry, Phil, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign. I think they're dropping every episode at once.
Really?
How do you guys feel about binging and all that?
I think so. So you don't have to wait for the episodes, which is good. But I don't know if that's a good sign. Although it might just be that they want to get it done and over with because Daredevil Born Again season 2 starts in March.
Oh, that's what it is.
And for some reason, they don't like to have 2 Marvel shows running at the same time.
Right. So. Or like one concurrently running into another one. Yeah.
Is it 8 or 10 episodes?
I think it might be 8. Here, I can look.
Wow, that's a lot to drop all at once. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's.
But happy to take 8 well-made episodes than 20.
Yeah, and they'll all be an hour long or something. Yeah. Or
I'm happy. I'm happy. I got a new drop of Ray saying I'm happy to take 8.
What did you say? What is that?
You're happy to take 8.
You never say here, people.
That's right.
Yeah, according to the app I use to track TV shows, it's saying all 8 episodes come out in 9 days. So.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about that? Are you guys bingers or you prefer
binge.
weekly?
No. I'll do 1 or 2 episodes at a time, and that's it.
Yeah. It's kind of like 1 or 2 episodes a night, and to get through it, and then
Yeah, I'm the same like you. It's kind of like it's a FOMO, like fear of missing out. Like if it's all at once, I'm kind of afraid everyone's seen it. It's like, don't reveal anything.
I know. Or something.
It'll be like 6 hours after it drops, and there will be like, "Oh, do you believe how that series ended?" And it's like,
Like, I still haven't finished the last Stranger Things
yet. It's like 9 a.m. I haven't even started it yet. People are
I've been avoiding all the spoilers for Stranger Things, the final season of that, because I still haven't finished watching that yet. So
neither have we.
I've been avoiding all of that.
I don't watch it, so I don't know. So.
I mean, I'm sure there's an algorithm that says which day and what when they should drop it. But like, if they're gonna drop like 8 episodes at once, I wish they do it like on a Friday or something.
The weekend to finish it. Yeah, exactly.
I think their numbers would go up because people would stay up and watch. Yeah,
that would make sense for them. So. But looking forward to it. I think it a lot of possibilities. But also interested, as you say, Will, how much they draw from that Wonder Man series run as well, because it's hard it's hard to ignore it, obviously. But we'll see.
All right, so Will posed a question to us before we jumped on here: is where were we first exposed to the character of Wonder Man? So.
Hey, Will, kick us off.
Okay.
Yeah, old man, kick us off.
Because I'm a cranky old man, apparently. I'm not too cranky, but I am old. Get off my lawn. I remember picking up old issues of Avengers around the 150s when he came back, right?
Nice.
He was, and I think because of the comic code at that time, they couldn't say zombie. So he was like a Zuvimbi or some weird crap, whatever that was.
Zurumbi.
Just like the Magia. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I remember him coming back in like a Avengers 150, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. And he was in the, his kind of classic costume that he died in, right? And then he quickly got the safari jacket. And that was that lead up, to Avengers, the Korvac saga, all that kind of stuff was where, my fist hit as hard as Thor's hammer. Never heard that before, except every freaking issue, right?
I was gonna say I started reading West Coast Avengers, then I went back and I was picking up some of those George Perez issues and stuff. That was like my first experience because I know I already was familiar with him when the series, the '90s series came, his own solo series. I was like, oh yeah, I'm picking this up.
That it had that pull out poster in the middle of it. That was
yes,
just freaking awesome.
It's like a mini
movie
poster. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm tempted to get another copy of that issue just so I can pull the poster out and put it in the frame.
I bought it out too, yeah, because I took the one out when I originally got it, and I don't know where it's at. I'm like,
there's so few posters of Wonder Man, so I mean, like, that's one of the few that exists.
And none of them are too pricey, I think. I mean, none of the Wonder Man Series 1, so
no,
I reckon you can find them pretty easy.
Yeah.
How about you, Justin, as well? How did you?
Well, for now,
for me, it was West Coast Avengers #1.
Oh,
I picked up the first issue of that when it came out, or some relative bought it for me. And I remember too, it was the 4th of July weekend. We were visiting some family, and they bought me a handful of comic books, and one of them was West Coast Avengers #1, and another one was Crisis on Infinite Earths: The Death of Supergirl. Both of those at the same time. And before this, I was just kind of a dabbler with comic books for like a year or two. But then after that, I was like, well, I guess I'm a comic book collector now.
and it all started with, here, kid, have some comics and shut up.
Exactly. Yeah. Stay out of trouble. Read these. So yeah, I thought he was great in West Coast Avengers, and I was thinking about this actually. I think that he might be the only character that stayed with that team throughout its entire run. I think everybody else at some point in time left and came back, and then left and came back again.
I think you're right. Yeah, what Scarlet Witch?
I was thinking about this the other day when we were talking about this. I don't know if towards the end of his ongoing did he like leave the team for a little bit, but I think Wonder Man may be like he was probably there for more issues than any other member. I think.
Yeah. I think so. He was up to like maybe around issue 100 or right before it ended. Yeah, but yeah, out of all those members, I think he stuck around the longest.
Yeah.
And I felt like that and the Wonder Man series, those are my two favorite Wonder Man things. But I also went back and discovered the Korvac saga and all that classic stuff, and love that stuff to bits too.
Yeah, he's a lot. I think he's very underrated. Like, he's been around for a while, and he has like in some ways a pivotal role. Whereas a lot of like BT characters don't never get a chance to do something like that. So he's got either that, or you look at him as the character that almost made it, right? That hasn't right. But he's pretty like entrenched in everything. Similar to Phil and Justin. Avengers West Coast for me was one of the first things I picked up when I was figuring out that I was going to collect and read comics. So I got a lot of fond memories of Avengers West Coast, and for me, the West Coast Avengers was Wonder Man and Hawkeye. They were the two that for me were like they were the West Coast. And so, sorry, I keep on referring to what I'm looking down here because I looked it up just before we went on air. Avengers West Coast 59. It was not 69, but it was 59. Deluge or
Hydro Man.
Hydro Man. Oh, yeah.
It's a really cool one-off. And I loved, like, I guess trying to find my feet as a comic book reader and collector. I love those one and dones. And so this was like Loki putting a spell on Hydro Man to make him smart and to realize his full potential. And I just thought it was awesome. Like, he was taking on Hydro Man and Hawkeye, and Wonder Man is a big hitter, and he just takes him to town. And I just thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever read. So that always sticks with me. So that was my first Wonder Man thing. And he already had the black and red costume, and to me, he looked super cool. With slick back hair, just the permanent red eyes. He was good. Yeah.
You know what, Ray? Be honest. The West Coast Avengers for you is Hawkeye, Wonder Man, and Tigra, right?
Did I not say Tigra?
And Moon Knight.
No. I mean, no. Then that was all the '80s stuff as well. Yeah, Justin. Moon Knight. So I went back. So my like, what do you call it? The introduction to the West Coast was your favorite artist, Justin. Is it Dave Ross? Ross?
Oh, was it Ross? Oh.
Oh. That was my gateway, and that was like Living Lightning, US Agent, Wonder Man. You know,
that was a good lineup. Spider-Woman.
That was awesome lineup.
Great lineup.
And then I read all the previous West Coast Avengers up until then. So
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great era. The whole Tony Stark. No, I'm not the same Iron Man. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, such a fun run.
Really? Yeah.
I know. Hank Pym and the Wasp sitting there going, okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Wink, wink.
Oh, and I like Hank Pym just being Hank Pym. Like, in his suit. That was
red
in his
jumpsuit.
Red jumpsuit. That was cool. He's just like,
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Just has like a whole arsenal in his pocket thanks to Pym particles.
Yeah. And
it's
the
very ordinary
Human
looking.
Torch came back in that run. That was great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Oh yeah, that was John Byrne brought the Torch back.
Yeah.
And put US Agent on the team.
Right.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about Wonder Man's connection to the Vision? I was thinking about this because that Vision Quest show's coming out later this year, and that's going to be about fathers, grandfathers, and sons, and all kinds of crap. So I don't think they're going to do any connection with Wonder Man at all with the Vision. So
they probably won't do a connection, but you know what they could do? Because remember that in the comics originally, the Vision's brain patterns were based on Wonder Man's brain.
Right.
I wonder if they give Vision back a full personality by giving him Wonder Man's brain patterns.
At the end of the series, maybe.
That could be pretty. So get rid of Jarvis, like kind of thing, and just
it's like he doesn't have an Infinity Stone in his head anymore, so he needs a human brain pattern.
Right.
That's pretty smart, actually. That'd be pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I like. Sorry. Will.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to quickly say, Justin. Yeah, your question. Maybe I remembered it wrong, but yeah, that whole brain patterns thing. It didn't. Was it a big thing? Like, because I thought there was a whole triangle between Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. Because, but apparently that wasn't as big as I had it in my head. I don't know. Maybe it was a fleeting thing that happened, or I don't know. Do you recall, Will? Or
I think it was more something that was brought out during the Busiek Perez Avengers. You know, it was Busiek explaining that, hey, while she was doing everything that she could to make herself attractive and show that she loved the Vision, Wonder Man's like, that's me too,
that's
right?
Me. Yeah. That's such a weird dynamic.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever really brought up much during like their original 80s run or early 90s stuff. I don't think.
I thought the 90s like they hinted around that he was attracted to her, but nothing really came of it.
Nothing really happened
until the Busiek run.
Yeah, there was one story I remember in particular where it was with the Grim Reaper, where they crossed over with the Vision and Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, that was the 12-issue Vision and Scarlet Witch limited series, right?
Yeah, it was like the beginning of West Coast Avengers. Yeah,
right. It was at the very beginning of this, and there was a climactic confrontation that happened in that issue between the Grim Reaper and Wonder Man and the Vision, and he fell off to one of his many deaths that's happened to the Grim Reaper over the course of his history. But there was a whole thing in that where, like, they had this conversation. The Wonder Man and Vision had a conversation, and they called each other brother, and they had this big hug and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, what's this about? And then years later, there was a time when, of course, as we know, when John Byrne did his thing to the Vision, wiped out his memory there was some type of scientist or somebody that thought that they could use Wonder Man's brain patterns potentially again to revert him back to normal, but that the process would do something negative to Wonder Man. I can't remember exactly what, but he basically refused to do it. And Wanda was pissed about this.
You
And
know what? I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, because I don't think it was gonna hurt Wonder Man, but Wonder Man's like, no, he's like, I want to be unique.
I didn't have a choice before. Yeah,
now I have a choice.
Right.
And like they're like talking on the beach, and then she like drops the cliff on top.
She
of
drops
him
the whole
stuff.
cliff on top of him,
Cliff
and then he
on
like
top.
bursts out of it and flies off into outer space and screams his rage out. And it says in space, no one.
John Byrne.
John Byrne.
So yeah, that was wild. Yeah, that whole moment that sticks out to me as like a definitive Wanda and Simon moment. But yeah, their romance never really. I think towards the end of that series, they did a little bit more with that when Roy and Dan Thomas took over and were writing it. I feel like there was a little bit more flirtation that happened there, but maybe I'm misremembering that.
Out of curiosity, did the Vision ever kind of get reset back to normal standard Vision with Simon's brain patterns and all his memories again?
I think he's come closer to normal, but I don't know. I don't think he ever got Simon's brain patterns back.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No.
Because I mean, there was that Tom King series where he was like Vision, like building himself a family and stuff.
Oh yeah. That's quite a good series. Yeah.
But because I don't think they're even Vision and Scarlet Witch aren't even together.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no. Right now, again, now that Doctor Doom is dead, the new Sorcerer Supreme is the Scarlet Witch. So.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know. Okay.
I read the first issue of that, and yeah, the Vishanti are not happy. They're like, no, we didn't bestow this on you. And she's like,
Yeah. She has a really great series with Steve Orlando, the Scarlet Witch. I was reading that. It turned into, how titles morph into other titles, but they're essentially the same thing. Then there was the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. That was a pretty good one.
I'm trying to remember. It might be Steve Orlando writing this one too.
About the red door. Like Hulk's got the green door. Scarlet Witch has got the red door now.
Right. Yeah.
The
Scarlet door.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, it's a magical door. Whoever's in trouble and needs absolute help or in dire need, they walk through the door and they end up in her office with Darcy. Is it Darcy from the MCU?
Really?
Is that her name? Yeah. So she's made a comic book appearance now. She's officially in Marvel Comics, but she's like the sidekick to Scarlet Witch. But yeah, no mention of Vision at all. It's more like Quicksilver and the sibling relationship.
I think they were like playing with that for a while, like teasing if they were going to get back together. But yeah, I don't think they've ever really gotten back together.
And what is the current status of? Actually, I have seen Wonder Man in the latest Avengers West Coast by Jerry Duggan. That ended, right?
The last one.
Was that over already?
Oh yeah, 10, I think it was 10 issues. That was it.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're all
the new normal. You get 10 unless you're like Spider-Man.
Maybe 12. Yeah,
maybe 12 if you're lucky. But he didn't nothing. Marvel. Yeah, nothing much happened there with Wonder Man. He was very much part of a cast, so nothing really developed.
He didn't have like any standout kind of solo moments of.
No, he came in like they brought him back, so he wasn't in the team. He was in Hollywood, of course. And he came back. He was really pissed. I can't remember why. I think one of the Ultrons, because Ultrons had cloned himself, and they all had their own personalities.
Yeah.
And one of them was actually good, and was on the team.
The West Coast Avengers
he joined the team. Yeah.
And then there was a bad one that came and tried to kill him. So, as you do. But yeah, Wonder Man didn't have a big role there. That was
But no, you said Hollywood. You said Hollywood. It just sparked for me. Also, Wonder Man appears in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Thousands years in the future. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Hollywood. Yeah.
That's because he's ionic energy. Like he just kept on going.
Yeah, he just keeps going. He just
I think
grows
since
a big
his
beard out.
Since his big main series that we all love ended, there was the Avengers 2 series with him and the Beast. And then there was the My Fair Lady, My Fair whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was written by Peter David, who's a good writer, but like we were talking about doing that series. It's on it's on Marvel Unlimited, but
I read that one. Yeah.
Justin, did you like the art, Ray? The art?
Oh, no, the art was a bit off. The art was a bit weird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I tried to give that a chance, but
yeah, the story was okay. I mean, Peter David's
very cartoonish.
Yeah, that's
like a giant.
That's what I thought. I was like, Peter David, this is going to be great. But then, the art, I was like, ooh, wow.
Yeah, I agree. That was only like a 4-issue thing, wasn't it? Or
I think so. Yeah,
3 or 4. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
And then
that's
it.
Well, right? Then like Bendis had him as like a pacifist and stuff, and was getting like mad at the Avengers.
What was that? Is that No Surrender? I can't remember. There's that little mini. Was it called No Surrender?
Oh, I don't know if it was even the miniseries. He was like in and out of there a few times, and like Bendis, like he's mad the Avengers were doing stuff, and
he turned up. Yeah.
Why did they go into any detail explaining why he suddenly became a pacifist?
Why would we explain things? It's a Bendis story.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Did anybody explain it?
No. I think it's funny though. I mean, the fact that his history is an inventor, like as well, for some similar a rival to Tony Stark. And
should we do that? Get into his first appearance, because I did get the vision.
Oh, true.
All right. Yeah.
That issue. So.
Yeah.
All right, say where to put that. Yeah, so Avengers number 9, the original number 9.
Yeah,
like 1962, 63, somewhere in there.
Something like that. Volume 1.
Where did I put that? There we go.
We're just staring at you, Phil. Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. I love this era is so funny. Like it's so simplistic in many ways, but it's just innocent and it's just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I read it the other day. I love it. So funny because it's like before Zemo could give Simon Williams powers, him and Enchantress and Executioner have to get back from limbo where Thor sent them with his hammer.
Right? Yeah.
In
the last time we saw them,
And she just so easily does it. It's like, hang on, we got something to do now. Let me just like cast this. Ooh, we're there.
Oh, whoops! I forgot I could do that.
It's funny.
Oh my God! Look at the Avengers heads on that cover, and of course they made the Wasps. It's just
tiny.
They should have made giant man.
Drawn to scale.
They're drawn to scale. How about their bickering and proclaimed bickering from the writer as well? It was funny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I like. I mean, not to get too far off track, but like Captain America, I was never like into Captain America until like around the time like Roger Stern and like John Byrne were on there. Before I don't know. I don't know if anyone had like a good handle on Captain America. I mean, there were some good points like Nomad and stuff, but
that Steve Englehart was but
Steve Englehart had some decent.
I always measure Cap against
Grunwald, of course.
I think the definitive run, Grunwald. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the definitive run on Captain America is Grunwald.
Yeah. He's a bit of a weird one here. Like he begins with him hallucinating, right? Because he's so mad at Zemo. Like I don't know if I would have someone in my team who is susceptible to hallucinations. And I'd probably say, Cap, probably just sit this one out until you're sorted, right?
Well, I mean, he has an ever regenerating drug in his system, so
He's just waiting for that to kick in.
That
roid bit of ice in the brain.
Roid.
It's funny because this is a done in one story, right? I mean, he becomes a villain, but he's really got a good heart, and then ultimately he, saves them at the cost of his own life, we think, and then boom, he's gone for 15, 16 years, and nobody thinks to bring him back, right? Or nobody does anything. It doesn't. And nobody would have until they brought him back during, that Avengers 150 kind of era.
With the Zubembis.
Yeah. 12 years. Yeah, because this issue was 64, and they brought him back in 1976. So.
Wow. That's over crazy. A decade just gone. Like nothing, not a blip. in the system.
And again, it's like, you didn't have like a big back issue market for a while there. So it's like, odds are a lot of people are just like, wait, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Because a lot of people reading Avengers at the time may not have read Avengers #9.
Well, yeah, and it's so that's why I mean, Phil, you and I have talked about this a lot. I love freaking editor's notes. You may remember the Simon Williams from Avengers #9, and here's a quick recap in 3 panels. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Oh, and in this one as well, like the editor's note, just so you know, the heroes don't know each other's secret identities. It goes to explaining like how they don't know Thor's changed. So I love those little notes as well. But I think because Wonder Man, I think the character and the design is open enough that like for someone to do a deep dive, decades later and just go, oh hey, let's try to bring. He was easy enough to do, right? I mean, he's got the strands there, as you say, Will, of like his thing. You have Superman. His thing is runaway trains and burning buildings, right? You have Wonder Man's thing is death, and that's perforated through the whole thing, and that's one of the defining things here for him in this one short issue. But everything else is kind of still malleable enough to come back years later and go, hey, let's use this guy and let's redesign him. But like he's super strong. He's interesting enough. So yeah, I don't know. So I'll say it.
Absolutely. And that's but 12 years. And it's so for characters like him, he was dead, quote unquote, dead for 12 years. Yeah. He comes back and then he's a supporting character in the Avengers for quite a while, right? I mean, we're talking 150.
The other side of 200, right?
Yeah, I mean, close to, the West Coast Avengers were created because the absolute Vision story that Stern created, right? At the time. Yeah. So boom, they throw him over to the West Coast Avengers, and that's where he stays. And with them, the miniseries, then the full series, and his own series. And then when that's over, decades pass in an instant again. We don't see him or we don't hear from him, right?
Because there's another death and resurrection that has to happen.
We'll get to that, right?
I mean, at least they were merciful when they Force Works #1, they kill him off so he doesn't have to go through Heroes Reborn.
That is true. That is
we'll
true.
Spare him from this indignity.
I remember he blew up, and I'm just like, well, he'll be back by the next.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Force Works 2, 3, 4. I'm like, oh my god, they blew him up with like a creep after.
He exploded and got a bunch of magic all over.
Force Works didn't last that long, did it? I mean, it was like
it exploded.
Yeah.
Well, again, it was a weird thing because the mid to late 90s they were starting to go through bankruptcy. They cut like half the line and stuff. And the whole Heroes Reborn stuff happened. And
so I think what Wonder Man lacked, I think early on, which is why he probably disappeared for so long, was that I think he lacked like a particular hook that made him a defining, interesting. Apart from obviously the death thing, but that's not like physical, right? And for me, it's like, this is a guy who, when I first encountered him, his eyes are always red, so he's a little bit weird, right? And his ionic energy, this whole idea about him, you got Hulk Gamma, he's ionic, and that made him really interesting, right? And I think obviously the costume revamp. Again, I think it did. I know, Will. I know you like the green costume, the Christmas tree one.
Christmas tree Wonder Man.
But for me, I think they're feeling their way through. Like they're still kind of they know that the W works, right? The W is kind of symbolic, but everything else didn't really work. And him having the gray hair and the shades. I think once he all dropped that, and maybe it's something to do with the sign of the times as well. When he kind of entered the 80s and 90s, when they did that revamp, I think it hooked a lot of people because he was very defined then.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, so they brought him back in mid to late 76, right, Phil? And then he was, I guess his next big moment, besides coming back as a zombie, he was a zombie, whatever. His next big moment was the Korvac saga, because he had not necessarily a starring role, but a very pivotal moment. While they were fighting Korvac, I think, which again, his fist hit as hard as Thor's hammer. So anyway, but after that, there wasn't. I don't really feel like that there was a lot. We did get the Beast Wonder Man. That kind of grew out. That feels really organic. I think the writers are just like, hey, I'm going to just stick these two characters together, and it worked, right?
Yeah.
Because they were like the newer Avengers and stuff.
Yes.
And
Beast was an Avenger for quite a while. So he was.
Yeah. And that was Steve Englehart too that brought him back, right?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I wonder if he had an affection for the character, because he kept him going through West Coast Avengers, and he stayed on that title for quite a while. So he did a lot of development with the Wonder Man. Yeah,
I think he really had a deep and abiding interest in Scarlet Witch, and Vision, and then by extension, that involves Simon because of the whole brain pattern thing. And of course, he was the early writer on West Coast Avengers after Roger Stern did the limited series. But I will say that there is a cool scene in West Coast Avengers #3, the very end of it, where Graviton drowns him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
him down at the bottom of a pool. Yeah.
Even when I don't remember how old I was there, I was like, wait a minute, I don't think he needs to breathe. What? I'm curious to see where this is going.
But it still made him mad. He got out of that pool. He's like,
yeah. But yeah, the West Coast team, he went through lots of different costumes. I mean, the Christmas tree costume with the gold jet things on it. Oh, that was just horrific.
The big tubes on his back. Yeah.
I had forgotten that in the belt jets he has, like those were there from the first station. Avengers 9, they were there. I was like, I don't know, they were original equipment.
Was it transistor belt?
Yes.
Very technical.
Up and coming 1964 technology. Belt jet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say, I think the other thing that probably Englehart, that made Wonder Man attractive to him is just, he was in one issue, Avengers 9, then they kill him off. So when you so Englehart brings it back, he's pretty much a blank slate. Englehart can do whatever he wants with him.
Yeah, exactly. And gets to chop and change, gets to improve him. Yeah, really. And he also has, so early on in the West Coast Avengers as well, he has that, I mean, understandably, I love that rivalry he had with Iron Man. They were almost trying to outdo each other because Iron Man being a big hitter, I mean, of course, and Wonder Man, so there was I remember reading a fair few issues where they were kind of like competing who's got the biggest stick. I should say. Got to get that out properly.
Got to be very careful the way you pronounce that.
I mean,
biggest deck.
And two, Iron Man, quote unquote, worked for Tony Stark, and Simon Williams was a business rival of Tony Stark at one point.
Right.
That made sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
But he was kind of also, from memory, a bit hot-headed. I mean, like who didn't get on with Tigra? I mean, she had to go with. No, she did though. She did though. Yeah, like Moon Knight, then Hawkeye. I remember there was. I can't remember one issue. They were lounging. Hank Pym. They were lounging around in the mansion, and she must have been on heat or something, but she was cracking onto Wonder Man. I was like, oh, gosh.
Yeah. And then later Moon Knight, she was all over.
Yeah.
I always, as much as I like Moon Knight, I always thought putting him on a team based in sunny Southern California, I didn't.
That's the last thing I would expect, Will. The last thing to expect.
Yeah. Expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
Plus, he was Fist of Khonshu Moon Knight back then, so he was working with a different vibe then.
Yeah. But that's where they had the whole what was it, Lost in Space Time.
That was a big
classic.
Yeah, that was a good one. I really enjoyed that. That was
excellent story.
Yeah. What was it they ended up what was it? Like Hawkeye's technology or something was actually derived from Khonshu or the Egyptian. There was some connection between Moon Knight and Hawkeye there, I think, because they went back in time and Hawkeye looked at some weaponry or something. And
he met up with those 3 priests who, in the first issue of Fist of Khonshu, had that kind of spirit conference with Mark Spector. And
yes, that's right.
Yeah, and Hawkeye actually goes back and meets those guys and invents those weapons for Mark Spector like thousands of years later.
Yeah, because they had to go back. They got thrown back to like the Old West.
That's right.
And the time machine couldn't get them back, but it could keep getting them back to the future. But they could keep going further back because they knew that Dr. Doom had a time machine back in ancient Egypt.
Yes, that's right. Make it as complicated as you want. Yeah, exactly. No, it was a lot of fun. But
although that's I don't know, that was kind of the nail in the coffin, or the first nail in the coffin for the Hawkeye Mockingbird relationship, because of everything that happened there, which was very problematic.
Yes.
Sorry, I dropped my rapist off a cliff.
I mean, basically.
Look, guys, he had to be a ghost eventually. I just helped him. Okay?
Exactly. I was helping him along.
On brand.
They were heavy. They were heavy times. Hank was suicidal as well, wasn't there? Like a gunshot. He was off camera.
He almost shot himself, but Firebird stopped him at the last second.
Jeez Louise, things happening.
Yeah,
not for kids. These comics aren't for kids,
right? Heavy stuff. Heavy stuff in comics.
Oh, hey, did I think I mentioned this, Justin, when we were doing that Deadpool live read. There's a lesser known Marvel character who's supposed to, I guess, I don't know if it's going to be in the series or have something to do with the series. Speaking of West Coast Avengers, from the Great Lakes Avengers, Doorman is supposed to have something.
Doorman. I love the Great Lakes Avengers. Awesome.
Oh my god.
Yes, the GLA.
They're so cool. They're funny. They should do more of them. Yeah.
Doorman and not dinosaur.
Oh no. Well, I found this online. Doorman.
Mortal Man.
Damar Davis, also known as Doorman, who will debut in the upcoming MCU series Wonder Man, played by Byron Bowers. He's a mutant with Dark Force dimension powers, and his presence ties into a plot point in the show about a Hollywood ban on superpowered actors known as the Doorman Clause, following an incident involving him.
No.
So wonder if someone on set got sucked through a portal or something.
Maybe. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, the Dark Force is always to do with like,
I thought I saw a preview or something where they're like, like all the actors now have to sign like things where they say, oh yeah, I don't have super powers or anything.
In the trailer. Yeah. There seems to be some sort of From memory, was there something in She-Hulk, the TV show, that spoke to like they had the superhuman law division, right? But they had Mr. Immortal in She-Hulk, the MCU. That was another great Avenger.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
But I can't remember exactly what was happening there. But yeah, there's always been talk about obviously the Registration Act, but now kind of curbing superhero activity. So yeah, this is just another version of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
people really, they panic at the slightest little thing. Half the universe disappeared. Jeez, you're going to ban superpowers? Come on.
Exactly. That's nothing.
I'm pretty sure Thanos doesn't really care about our laws, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, we don't got to worry about him now. We got to worry about Tony Doom now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting. That'll be good.
So, West Coast Avengers / Avengers West Coast gets us up to really the best Wonder Man, right? That gets us to the Wonder Man series.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still love that series, and I understand the reason why it's not collected.
Well,
I think
actually,
we all understand.
Yes.
The other night, Phil and I were recording an episode of one of my shows, the Dr. Light podcast, and the issues that this writer wrote of
some of his
Justice League
Justice
Europe
League Europe were on the DC app. Yeah,
are suddenly
Oh.
available to read on DC Universe Online.
not the Green Lantern issues that we covered, Will, but some of his Justice League Europe issues are on the app.
Which was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
That
Because
is
remember,
So maybe,
the said author is released now, if I to be as cryptic as I can. Yeah. So maybe that's lifted any sort of, I don't know.
Maybe
ban on
paid
it.
his. I mean, officially, he's paid his debt to society.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know,
that's what I mean.
legally.
So, yeah.
So
Maybe that's
But,
why. I don't know.
I just have such a love for that series. I mean,
me too. It's
the
classic.
writing was really good, but the art was so perfect for it. I mean, with
Yeah.
Jeff Johnson,
Yeah.
it was just it's
Those
it's just
first
an amazing
25
series.
issues are great. Classic.
Yeah.
It's just in that time where you have a large enough series, like to have a full rounded like story with a lot of consistency with the artist and the writer, and it's just I mean, we don't see that much these days, although we do in some titles. But yeah, it was so good. It's so good. It's like one of those things like capsules that you can kind of just like that is one particular moment, and there's so much that happened within it. It was fantastic. It spoke to crossovers, which was crazy in the 90s. Big events, which is kicking things off. It had the whole kind of time capsule to it.
Yeah. And like me and Will have said before, and like Justin, we were saying the other night, like it's such a shame, like the rest of the creative teams that that stuff's not reprinted
punished
because and Jeff Johnson and the pen,
people can see all this great artwork of his on the app, or in a collection, like an epic collection of the Wonder Man series. I feel like that would sell really well.
That would an omnibus, another omnibus would be good.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I wonder if talks are taking place now, just because that series is coming out.
Exactly. Keep your eyes
on a Wonder Man collection or something.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah, but the end of that writer's run on the book really left Simon in a place where he knew he was immortal. He was taking a long-term look at how he could make sure that he was protecting the planet and the human race and all those things, right? And then 2 issues later, it was gone, right? Or was it 3?
Right? Very unceremoniously.
I think we made it to 28 or 29 issues or something.
I think so. It may have been 4 issues after that. Yeah,
which I feel like they had to stop abruptly since they were killing him off in Force Works.
Yeah.
Which is the next big event. Because it was the 90s, and when you launch a new series, you have to kill somebody, right? So
and I almost feel like they wanted to get as many former Avengers out of the way, so as Heroes Reborn happens, people aren't just forming a new Avenger. It can't just form a new Avengers team. Because War Machine loses his armor, Wonder Man's dead.
Everything's disrupted.
The Thunderstrike is dead. They're just doing things where they're just just because with the other Avengers out of the way, that's why the rest of them are just forming a new Avengers team.
I will say one thing. As bad as most of that was, although we do some great Jim Lee artwork on, Fantastic Four, the Reborn stuff. We got Thunderbolts out of it.
Yes,
Thunderbolts
was one good thing.
That's the one good thing.
I would say the last great secret that comics was ever able to keep is the reveal of the Thunderbolts at the end of issue 1.
That last page reveal where it's sorry, spoilers everyone, it's the freaking Masters of Evil.
With Zemo's
that would have been wild.
Face. It's like, oh.
And we also got from the end of that, we got the Kurt Busiek, George Perez Avengers, which I think honestly is my favorite Avengers series of all time. I think
that's Justin. You make a very hard choice there, because as much as I love the Roger Stern Avengers, and I mean deep, I love Assault on Olympus.
Yes, me too.
The Mansion Saga.
Yes,
I don't know that that's a choice I can make, because I love both of those.
Yeah, it's
Busiek
tough.
and Perez so much. But yeah, you're right. The Busiek Perez run is just amazing. It really is. And what did it do for us? It brought back Wendy.
Yeah,
that's true. And I love the redesign as well. I thought
Yes.
that was
Kirby Crackle.
Yes,
Kirby
and that's
Crackle.
all he was. Yeah.
because like at first he wasn't like fully back, like Scarlet Witch could like conjure him up as like an energy being. Yeah.
I thought that was cool for a little while. I knew that they were going to eventually bring him back completely, but I thought for a little while that was an interesting limitation.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, before we move too far past it, yes, the 90s series, again, we don't want to mention the writer, but that Jeff Johnson art on the first 25
Oh,
there you
yes.
go. Yeah.
There we go.
Yes. There
So
we go.
cool.
That is awesome.
Poster worthy right there.
That is very, very poster worthy. I mean, that's a look. That is the look of. Well, for me, that is the look of Simon Williams. That or I have to admit the slick back hair, hair.
Would we all be unanimous in saying that Jeff Johnson is our favorite Wonder Man artist?
Yeah.
Yes,
I would,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, not very good.
I just love those times. Yeah, the action shots, and you get like the flare of like the eyes.
Yeah. Totally.
And we covered it right when we went through.
We did.
The series.
Yes, we did talk. Yeah.
But just how dark it got. Like it got dark in that in the third quarter, I think, of the series.
Yeah.
It just took a turn. It was so good.
And I liked how Jeff Johnson told us that he had some creative input with the development
of the
story, the writer. They actually developed some of the plot twists together, and I love that. I love that. And I was talking with Phil about that. I think that's missing from comic books now, where the writer and the artist could sit in the same room together and hammer out a plot, instead of having these Zoom calls and exchanging a bunch of stuff by email. They could actually sit down together for a few hours and hammer out this great story organically and very naturally and simply. And it would, I think that's what's missing from one of the things that's missing from comic books now, is that organic feel of storytelling.
Yeah,
I feel like you would get.
You talk to the older creators, and they're like, "Yeah, we would go out to lunch one day and just plotted out this whole story over lunch or something."
Nothing beats it. Like as far as we've come with technology, with Zoom calls and Teams calls and stuff, there's nothing better than just being physically there and just like
absolutely.
Through it. Like, can you imagine those boozy lunches? I'd love it. Like,
oh man, be a fly on the wall with those people. Yeah,
and that's work. That's a job. You joking? I'll take it.
There are some legendary lunches I've heard between DG Chichester and Fabian Nicieza. I really want to be.
Oh my god,
So jealous.
That would be amazing.
Either him or Chichester and Greg Wright. I mean,
yeah.
And look, the thing is, like, you come back with a crazy idea. That's exactly what the editor wants to hear, right? He wants to hear something zany and out there, and
Well, that's like the other things, like back in the '90s when like Spider-Man, Superman, who got like 4 books a month. All the teams would get together and like have like at least a yearly summit. Out like the year of books. Like, okay, if we cross over in everyone's books, you're doing part 1, you're doing part 2. The character has to be here by a certain point.
It was a big deal, but they all
big creative think tank.
They all got together, and I'm sure that's how some of the magic happened, is when they were together talking it out.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman. My fight.
You had to sneak that in there.
Shiver down my spine. There's a bit of bile entered the mouth.
So quick question.
I
It's the Triangle era of Superman, right?
Yes.
Did we have something similar for reading order on the Spider-Man books, or was it just?
No, it was usually, I think it was like Web of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and then Spectacular, and it followed that order every month. Yeah.
And until Todd McFarlane brought in the adjectiveless one as well.
Well,
yeah.
It was one every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
but
the
I
Superman
think
books were the only ones who gave you a definitive number on the title. You know, it's like, okay, here's the
which was awesome. That is such an amazing. Sorry, pardon the pun. Amazing era of Superman.
Hey, yes, Justin and I, we're going to drag as many people as we can with us. We're going to cover the whole year of Electric Superman from like 97. Yes,
the forgotten epic.
Was it called? Was it Electric Superman?
Because his powers change and he has electric powers, right?
Does he? Okay.
You don't know that? You don't know that era?
No.
And he split into two beings, red and blue Superman.
After a while, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is based on a really old, like 60s Silver Age story, if I remember right. Right?
Yeah,
yeah. Oh my!
I haven't read it before. I'm really excited.
Yeah. But I think anyway.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry, go on.
You've never heard of this Superman?
No, never.
My God!
Is he a big thing? Or...
this is the way Superman looked for a whole year, Ray. I don't know.
Maybe you should join us for some of that. Yeah.
Wow. Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, let's get
who's a writer? Who's a writer?
Well, went through all the Superman books of that year.
Okay,
there is like some Ron Friends art on some of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Louise Simonson, Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway was doing art right for a while.
I'm trying to remember who
Tom
was the
Grummett.
art team. Yeah,
Tom Grummett.
But I think Louise Simonson was writing some of it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Never heard of it. It's news to me. That's crazy.
Oh my Lord.
Well, it was only for 1 year. What, 97 to 98 or something like that? Yeah.
Well, he wasn't tattooed on Tiger's ass, so I guess
he wasn't wearing fishnets.
Did he feature in Black Canaries comics? I don't know.
You are Lilith.
Your comment. Hey, look, I wanted to say though that I think the Wonder Man TV show will, I think, obviously elevate his profile a bit more, which is good. You just can't help that with TV. And whether or not that conveys into more ongoing series or at least a couple of limited series, be very happy. Marvel will most likely, I think, cash in. I mean, they'd be silly not to do some sort of Wonder Man thing or release an epic collection, as you say, Justin, or dare I say another Omni. So I think we're pretty lucky coming up ahead.
Or how about some merch? How about some more Wonder Man merch, Marvel?
Can I? Well, can I intervene? Sorry, Justin. Just I think I mentioned last up. So Marvel Champions, early February, they are releasing the Wonder Man Hero Pack. So that's very exciting.
Oh, nice.
Those are lovely things. So you can play as Wonder Man, which is really good.
I don't know if been in the game yet until now.
As an ally, so you can play him as a card, like for another hero, but this is the first time that you'll be able to play him, and the mechanics will be fantastic. We've seen some cards as well, and it also has to do with his ionic energy. So so he's getting a lot more love, I think.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Very cool. I don't know if you guys play Marvel Rivals. I don't, but I wonder if he's there as well, because that seems like a pretty big computer game.
All right, Ray, come on, do your plug, because again, Ray plays on his own YouTube channel, Ray Plays Games.
Oh yeah, I do. Hey, there you go. Yeah. No, just go check out a couple of games there. As I said, Tigra got released last year, so I've been playing her like nothing else. It's fantastic. But Wonder Man is due for release shortly after the release of the TV show, so it would be in February. So look out for some reveals on some cards there. But
strongest wrists down under.
Who does Who does the art for the cards? Jeff Johnson, maybe? On the art?
Some of them will be taken from the comic books, so a good chance it might be Jeff Johnson. But they do have their own like in-house artists, and they're great. They're fantastic, and they do original artwork for Wonder Man doing things depending on what the card does. So yeah, no, definitely worth checking out.
Very cool.
So yes,
that's a Wonder Man plug for merch.
I was going to say yes. I was going to say yes. And if you're interested in the game, yes, Ray plays games on YouTube. Plays with his deck every time.
The biggest deck. I use both hands for it.
Yeah, well, you do. so yeah. We didn't talk too much about number 9, did we? But it was a very, very cool issue. I loved it. I thought, an early old issue, but it's still very readable.
It's fun.
What I wanted to say was the way Zemo made him, turned him into Wonder Man, seemed very easy, right? I mean, generally accidents like Spider-Man, Hulk is like a 1 in a million chance or something, or there's some sort of combination that can never be replicated. Zemo made Wonder Man just like that. What's to say that he can't just make him again, like make another Wonder Man? I found that a bit strange, but anyway.
Well, I mean, didn't he kind of do that with Goliath?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Goliath. Yeah.
What was he in the Thunderbolts?
Atlas.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I guess the thing is that, say with, well, at least in the MCU with Captain America, the Soldier Serum, Steve Rogers is very individual, right? Because his personality and stuff. So that you can only get one kind of Cap. I guess what I was saying is that with Wonder Man, he doesn't have that one of a kind uniqueness. Yeah, because you can.
Although I guess you could say that was the original Zemo, and he's dead, so. The knowledge
true.
died with him.
With him. Yeah, true. But yeah, any other things from the comic that you guys that stood out for you? I loved the lame Donald Blake.
Yes,
so lame. But I understand the language. It was just funny to see.
Lame.
I had a realization earlier because I used to think that it was so odd, this first incarnation of the Masters of Evil. You've got a Nazi scientist and 2 rogue Asgardian gods. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, no, this totally tracks, because you have then I learned about the Nazis having this weird fascination with Norse mythology and all sort of bullshit. And I thought, well, that actually totally tracks, because probably he had posters of these gods on his wall when he was a kid or something. And,
exactly.
Idolized them and all this other stuff. And now he gets to live his dream by bossing them around. So, I had that realization earlier. I was like,
it's really interesting because in 63 or 64, when this issue came out, they're not even 20 years away from World War II at this point. It's still very much in recent memory, right?
Yeah,
definitely. And the Korean War had just happened not too long before that.
I mean, the older I get, the more you realize how 20 years is like not that big a difference, right? It's like it's crazy.
Right. I know. I love the 20 years. Oh, he's a man out of time. It's like, oh no.
It's more like Rip Van Winkle just took a nap. Yeah.
I mean, these days it's more because they just keep pushing back how long Steve Rogers was frozen now. And,
it's going to be 100 years before too long.
Yeah.
It'll be Buck Rogers. They'll do like the Buck
20
Rogers.
years.
Buck Rogers.
Well, that's something that I think they really did well in the Winter Soldier movie. It was, he's like, you missed all of this stuff.
Yeah,
right?
he's like trying to read about current events, and he's like trying to listen to music he missed.
Movies.
I got that reference. Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, the Wizard was.
Yeah.
That man's playing Calica. He didn't think we noticed. We do. All right. So, anything else on the comics?
I had one more question about art.
Okay.
Because we've established that Jeff Johnson is our favorite.
Yes.
But who's the second favorite? Who's your runner-up?
Probably George Perez, right?
Yeah, I think that was my go-to, George Perez.
I would go the same as well, actually. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, me.
I mean, not that there's bad artists on like West Coast Avengers or anything.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say Al Milgrom.
You gotta be.
Milgram's awesome. Yeah.
But George Perez,
George Perez, yeah, totally.
That's where like
both
he did like a close up on the Wonder Man's eye. You get like the Kirby crackle in the eye and stuff, and
yeah, and he looked
in
a safari jacket with George drawing it.
Yeah,
he really did.
Well, there's also some really nice John Byrne artwork, like in the 160s.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, actually,
yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
I always did like. I mean, John Byrne art is always solid and really nice to look at. Yeah, no, you're right, absolutely.
Yeah,
but you kind of
thinking him too.
Yeah. I think you're splitting hairs with like these like this tier of like artists. They're just they're all so good. It's really hard. But I mean, yeah,
it's pretty close. Yeah, Byrne and Perez. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, forgot about Byrne. Yeah, he does a great Namor, Justin.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
That Namor series was really good.
Yeah. We just talked about that on Capes and Lunatics for my birthday month.
Little treats.
Yes. Seacock.
I've never felt so powerful, so invincible.
That was my only other question. Was who your other favorite Wonder Man artist was?
I hope Jeff Johnson sees this video. We put him above George Perez and John.
I know.
Well, I mean, he deserves it. Like it's great.
Absolutely, the definitive version for sure.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
You do justice to Gamma Burn. Come on.
Love it.
All right, so I guess we'll cut it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Ray of Ray Plays Games. Do you want to promote that and anything else? You're going to get back to that Moon Knight podcast?
Yeah, I will get back to the Moon Knight podcast. Sorry, I've just been having so much fun playing all the games. It's really good. No, I've been playing a lot of. Playing a lot of 2-player. So, been fortunate enough to play with some local players, a couple from the US and from the Netherlands as well. So all over Canada, all over the world, getting to play these games with the others. But yeah, check out Ray Plays Games. There's a ton of Marvel Champions YouTube content creators out there. I'm just like a small fish in a huge pond. Check them out. Big shout out to the likes of The Winning Hand, and also Stunned and Confused, and Solo Marvel Champion. Great ones to check out.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
That sounds like my normal day. Stunned and confused.
It's every day. It's a blog.
Speaking of Stunned and Confused, Will Allred, tell everyone about Crossover Division.
You can find Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com. We will be fulfilling number 7, which was just successfully kickstarted
Nice.
month or so ago, and we hopefully will be launching number 8 in March, which is going to be a crossover with Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh,
which will be lots of fun. So yeah, check it out. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I just want to say I received the hardcover crossover division. I ordered that. Nice. Awesome, so beautiful. Definitely check it out. It's really nice.
Brant and team did such an amazing job on that hardcover. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm gonna get a copy of that hardcover too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Again, the writing is good, and again, you always pick like great art teams and stuff. Yeah, even like the variant covers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I saw a cover by the artist Tula Lote on a Kickstarter that was about 2 years ago. And I'm like, dang, she would do a really good, because the Sherlock Holmes that we're crossing over with is A Scandal in Bohemia, which introduces Irene Adler, the woman, right? So Tula, I reached out to her, and she's amazing to work with. She did a cover. She finished the cover, and then back in July, it was announced that she was won the Eisner for Best Cover Artist. So,
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Wow.
so we
Nice.
have Eisner Award winner for Best Cover Artist, Tula Lopez.
That's great.
You got a great eye, Will.
Nice.
You have a great eye. Yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
So I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Yeah, well done. Good stuff.
So yeah, keep an eye on that Kickstarter because yeah, Will's pumping out the issues now.
We're trying. We're trying.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
Oh, it's going to that DeFalco dialogue.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
That's the one. Gotta love
Classic.
Star Blast.
Seems
No,
like
you don't, but-
package every other day.
And of
So
course,
quotable, though.
Of
So
course.
quotable.
of course, the dirtiest drop.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
That's the one.
All right, and Justin the Owl, tell everybody about Lost Library of Legends and some of the great guests you're having on the Lost Library of Legends.
Yes, like yourself, the Podfather Phil joined me on at least 4, if not more, episodes
Whoa.
of Luminosity,
So far.
the Dr. Light podcast, talking about the adventures of the second Dr. Light, Kamio Hoshi. And we had super fun talking about some old Justice League stuff, including some stuff written by the same writer that wrote Wonder Man, which is now available on DC Universe Online, much to our surprise. If people want to check that out and read along with us, they can definitely do that now.
Hey, Will, I think you got the invite if you want to jump on some of those because he's
Yes.
getting up to some of those Hal Jordan Justice League Europe issues. So
Yeah.
I'll have to. I'll check it out.
yeah. You're welcome to join us for that. There's some very Hal-centric stuff coming up soon. Yeah.
and not just the Dr. Light stuff I was on, but I love when Justin and Russell talk about Sleepwalker from the 90s.
Yes, we're
He's a
still
great
going
character.
strong with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Sandman done right? Sorry.
Oh!
That is a deep cut quote.
Shots
right there,
fired.
okay?
Yes. I love it.
I don't believe that, by the way. But I just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's funny, okay?
He just feels like quoting it every 5 minutes, but he doesn't believe it.
It's hilarious.
Take it.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Hopefully, we educated some people on Wonder Man. Wonder Man about to be joining that elite group like Thanos, who the general public doesn't know who they are yet, but they're about to.
Can you imagine the people just casually saying, "Oh, he's such a Wonder Man"? So what? How did this enter pop culture? Like, mainstream.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, man, I invited Lilith to come on and make like Wonder Woman jokes every 5 minutes and be like, "Yeah, remember that time Wonder Woman?" She's like,
That's what they should do with these DC and Marvel crossovers. They should do a Wonder Woman, Wonder Man crossover.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
who would win, guys? Quickly, who would win?
Oh, I don't know. That's tough.
The readers, Ray. The readers.
The Raiders. Yeah, we would win. You're right.
I think that would be what DC and Marvel would say. The readers win.
The reader.
Exactly.
Really, our bank accounts win. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah.
The bottom
There you go.
line, the stock price.
Yep.